Ever wondered what happens when the sun throws a tantrum? A solar storm happens, and one is due on September 14th, 2023. But fear not, it's not time to hit the panic button just yet. A solar storm, in essence, is a massive burst of solar wind ejected from the sun. This wind, laced with magnetic fields, races through space and can wreak havoc when it collides with Earth's magnetic field. The severity of these storms can vary, and while scientists are still trying to figure out the exact intensity of the upcoming one, it's not expected to be a repeat of the Carrington event of 1859. So the world isn't ending, folks. However, that doesn't mean this storm doesn't pack a punch. Here's what could potentially happen. Power outages can occur as the storm can disrupt power grids. Imagine a few hours or even days without electricity. Communication systems too can take a hit. Radio, cell phone, and satellite communications could all face disruptions. But it's not all doom and gloom. One of the more beautiful outcomes of a solar storm is the increased visibility of auroras, or the northern lights. Satellites, those handy devices orbiting our planet, can also be affected. The storm could potentially cause them to malfunction, which in turn could impact communication and navigation. Lastly, there's also the risk of increased radiation, particularly for astronauts in space or airplanes flying at high altitudes. So, how does one prepare for such an event? Having a backup power source like a generator or battery-powered devices is a good start. Keeping devices charged up and ready is also crucial. Staying informed about the storm's progress through resources like the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Space Weather Prediction Center is highly recommended. If you plan to fly during this time, it might be wise to check with the airline regarding their protocols for solar storms. If the power does go out during the storm, remember, it's temporary. If you have a generator, now would be the time to use it. Battery-powered devices can also come in handy for both entertainment and staying informed. If you do need to go outside, be aware of the potential radiation risks, especially in high-altitude areas. As for your gadgets, most should be fine as long as they're not directly exposed to the storm. However, it might be a good idea to unplug and avoid using non-essential electronics during the storm to prevent potential damage. In summary, while a solar storm can cause some inconveniences and disruptions, it's not the end of the world. With the right precautions and a little patience, we'll weather this storm just like any other. So mark your calendars for September 14th, 2023. And remember, every cloud, or in this case, solar storm, has a silver lining. In this case, it might just be a spectacular aurora light show.